The neat thing about following artists' careers is to watch that one little moment where everything seems to click. And it happened on this last album when you'd had what, one, but two, but three, but four number ones you come smoking with. Did you feel it?
Yeah, I think I'm still feeling it a little bit, or hoping that I'm feeling it. I spent 7 years waiting to get a number one song. And then Barefoot Blue Jean Night hit pretty big, and it was kind of off to the races from that point.
Yeah, caught up in a southern summer, barefoot blue jean night.
Going forth and making this new record, everyone kept asking me, were you nervous? And it took a lot of pressure off me, knowing that people were excited to hopefully hear what was next. If I record something, I know that I'm gonna have to either sing it forever or have it be a part of my life or career. And all these songs on this album, I like, I really do.
Chillin', breezing, sipping, singing,
It's an interesting time to be hitting stride like you are. Like in your single Wild Days, you had a lot of freedom. You could hit the ground running and dedicate all of your time to it. Now it is about balance.
Yeah,
and it's in the most red hot point of your career.
Totally. I was really selfish for a long time. Everyone's life, there's years there where you deserve to be selfish when it comes to you finding your career and being focused on what you're doing. But yeah, now that I have a little daughter, and well, first off, getting married will make you understand that it's you can't be selfish, and you have to.
You hope you learn that.
Yeah, right. You hope you do. And then having a child, you really understand that it's not about you anymore.
We watched you open up on the Brothers of the Sun tour. Everybody kind of had the same thought, and that was that we were watching the birth of a star, watching your live show blossom during that tour. Did you feel that coming alive?
Yeah, I've always looked at myself, honestly, more of a try to be an entertainer more than I ever really thought I was a singer or anything. I learned that from just being on a bar stool by myself in college, because it was just me. Yeah. And a lot of people that wanted to be happy. And I'd have to play Otis Redding one minute and Rolling Stones the next minute. So it kind of taught me spur of the moment, making people entertained. But I mean, when you're opening up a show for Tim McGraw and Kenny Chesney, like, you kind of have to up your game a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
With their hands up in the air like this, back and forth. I wish you could see this from my angle, man.
I'm very competitive. Like, I want things to be, sure. And I think that's what's also propelled me in a way. If I didn't have that, then I probably wouldn't be who I wouldn't have been cocky enough, in a sense, to go, I'm dropping out of college and moving to Nashville. Like, I look back on that and I'm like, what was I thinking? You know, like, what if this didn't work out? Like, go back to college at 30 years old, like, I'm back because it didn't work, you know?
Never gonna grow up, never gonna slow down.
You say you're competitive, you say you're driven. That's got to translate as you prepare for the headlining tour.
Yeah, it does. And but see, that's the other thing too, that I'm competitive and I'm driven, but I'm also on a budget. you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I saw Taylor Swift's DVD the other day. I'd love to fly out of the ceiling in the beginning of my show, but unfortunately, I don't have that kind of budget right now. So you'll just see me probably just walk on stage from somewhere. But as a headliner this coming year, I'm going out there to compete with everyone else that's a headliner. And as your first headline tour, you know, you're getting your feet wet and you're learning a lot about what you can do, what you can't do, what works, what doesn't work. I just think the stars aligned, and a lot of things have been blessings that have been put into my life recently that they came at the right time. You know, if I would have had a wife and child 4 or 5 years ago, it would have been really hard. Right. I mean, because I was still on a bus with 12 guys trying to ride around the country and get a hit on the radio. And so being able for everything to come together the way it's come right now is it's magical. I mean, I don't know why or how it happened, but I'm thankful.
Caught up in a southern summer, barefoot blue jean night. Thank you guys for having us.